All right, it's if we name your course so in Parliament some few weeks ago, just some few days ago. Let me do that clarification. Now we realize there was a lot of maintaining wants to be course between the minority and also the majority, who were all chairs at the vetting on the vetting committee. Now this particular thing, led to the suspension of 4 MPs, 3 on at the side of the New Patriotic Party and 1 on the side of the National Democratic Congress. Now, through bipartisan appeal, which is both parties or more appeal on any suspension, Speaker Bagbin a suspension. But Speaker Bagbin, he has directed the matter to a probing committee. No more shame, no more how this whole thing came about. So at the end of the day, we can put it in archives. Need to be FIMO. So at the end of the day, if there's any other punishment and answer any other thing, and aside from that, we can also put it in archives. Now currently, and next a course, so I'm a free key witnesses be brave, and one person all of these things I found at home, and I say, and nam no so, and as the pointing fingers on her, the clerk of parliament, and she is a person on the screens. One other person too are also leading this kind of radical revolution. Afenyo-Markin so happen to be the minority leader in parliament and also happen to be a chair on that particular vetting committee. Now, video question, one of the people we saw on camera, Madam Jifa Gomashi, who's been tapped to be the Minister of Tourism. She was recounting what really happened that day. Our party said, no, the okose okota samu okujuta black witch, but when this whole thing started happening, the scene started turning chaotic. In fact, now it is a suicide. She even cried. But then watch this particular video of how she recounted it. By BT Clerk of Parliament and also on the Numusem Ababe Tuja explaining how this thing now a course on Ukraine untiminda and how she's still having nightmares on it because she's still receiving threats, death threats. And watch the video hereby better also.
Tell us, this committee, what really happened on that fateful day.
Good morning again to everybody. Thank you, Chairman, for the opportunity. On that fateful day, I saw the absence of tolerance. I saw the absence of camaraderie. I saw the absence of the respect for this institution called the Parliament of Ghana. On that fateful day, I saw total disrespect for a woman who has risen through the ranks to be the clerk to the committee that was vetting nominees for His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. I saw an attack on the woman and the inability of leadership of the committee to protect her. I saw total chaos in the committee room and the destruction of property belonging to the Republic of Ghana.
You could see clearly, say at a point in time, Madam Jifa Gomashi, she was almost in tears, recounting what really happened. I said it was very, very traumatic. She's been in Parliament all of these years, but then on Saturday, BB say, yes, so sad. Now, aside from everything to what we are currently learning is that the clerk in Parliament, whom this whole controversy surrounds, said, narrating the sequence of things, you could see what really happened has even affected her emotion. I
was in there when my secretariat signaled to me that the chairman is calling me to swear in Honorable Akando. And Honorable Akando was seated in this seat. So I rushed through where the cameras were through the door and came in and stood by my chair. I didn't hear the directive, I was told. So when I came, I was looking at the chair. What is the directive? Waiting for prompting. But then my boss, the clerk to Parliament, was also there. And then the insults and disruption started. You have asked that I shouldn't go into that, so I went. And so I was shocked. I was still standing. If you look at the video, you could see the shock on my face, and I was like, what is going on? And so I was comforted, and I was resolute, seeing my boss at the end trying to calm the two leaders. And so I sent one of my secretariat ladies to seek guidance from my boss, who is the clerk to Parliament. At that point, there was, so much disruption. There was scuffles going on this side where I was. Over there, members were, there was so much screaming here and there. The chief whip came to my side. Some of the majority leaders, members came to my side that I should swear, I should let the nominee take the oath. And I pointed to them respectfully that my boss is standing right here. It is in his shoes that I step in. And so if I don't get indication from him,
so that was what really happened, and you could see that she was recounting some of the things. Now, apart from that too, there is a video popping up of how Afenyo-Markin actually staged a coup, sort of saying SACKED Clerk and the Clerk should resign. You question that particular video by better.
Now the clerk to the committee. This clerk to the committee has shown her colors that she is of the NDC stock. We are going to officially write to the clerk to Parliament to withdraw this lady from the appointment committee. And that lady must either resign as a parliamentary staff or change her posture without delay. When we were in government, this lame clerk will insist that the minority must have its say, read through reports before it is signed by the chair. This same clerk today would advertise those who have been scheduled for vetting at midnight without notice to us as minority. Report gets signed, and the first time the minority will see the report will be on the floor. The practice has been that I would see the draft, go through, share my concerns before it is signed. But on a number of occasions, I try to engage quietly to resolve these things. Not even once has this NDC clerk brought a report to my attention. This morning, after all her numerous sins, she committed another grave sin this morning again. We were in Parliament as early as 8 o'clock to have our caucus meeting. When we were done, the majority chief whip reached out to the chief whip of our caucus that they wanted us to have a meeting. We agreed to the meeting. They said they were waiting for the majority leader. Indeed, the majority leader himself called me that he was on his way and that the meeting should be held in his office. Whilst waiting, we now saw the NDC caucus commencing the vetting. And this same clerk, without reaching out to us, administered the oath. What an irresponsible clerk we have. What an unprofessional clerk we have. What a partisan clerk we have. She must be ashamed of herself and ashamed of her profession as a parliamentary service staff. We will not spare her. We will go all out to deal with her in accordance with law if she will not change.